HammerTime. Good morning, good people. This is your favorite show, HammerTime, live on your radio, Pure 95.7. As usual, we sit down and talk to matured entertainers. Need the experiences maybe to your home for. And madam for my bra, Kalybos, the only boss with one.
As an name's Swati, and I said that's all the mom.
Not me can't say about it. Was transformations. I can't sponsors.
Great.
You can't. Only day. Keeping yourself, making sure say be okay.
Yeah.
Obu ofu say odo, it no.
Jano who anyhow. And on a banner sana, odo no better baby. You put the money into. I think say no di can no. Fitness and well-being is one of the key factors. Nipa mejidi say opesu ninicha. You have to take it very seriously. I'll use myself as an example. Most of the times, not time and that not time in the day. Was a kase juma so so the whole time. Tiabanasana obody ni bread. But because abra dear chen was also konintino, they be out ya say ya reki to a bit a while, bona kote kona. Tida owns a be a shoot to area or relax on no so trinity appear. So fitness to me is one of the key things. I don't joke with it.
Right.
When I'm not filming, my constant training days to the gym, going to the gym is 4 times in a week.
Okay.
When I'm filming, in between, minim say me gym now, I do my own aerobics and opebia and some akudjare just to refresh the body.
Okay.
Because so the whole system shuts down.
Yeah.
Anything out there, you are not aware of yourself. No. The body shuts down. The body, no, just like computer. Also, krana bones a better on the booty. Na fan so na we aso na memory aso na way. So you need exercise a bit Kenya the nerve system. Then they're very important.
And he said, "Yeah, can we keep it fit and now making sure say, what sees your come out, your nails, your haircut, your wig." Well, can I say someone you say they you? I don't know. I'm being a crave, you know.
I mean, with the body bits and the no for your well-being and now face your physiques and on your facials and all the
clean cuts.
Hey, and you're very necessary.
Of fun it.
Now, be my way, your body, then or better now, my body, no fufu pass it. I wasn't enough.
Was a crave to her. It come boom.
Oh, we have. Hey, come back, man.
Wait a minute, I'm in talk life. The last time we met was your marriage.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the last time we met.
Yes.
How is life after marriage?
It's been wonderful. Been wonderful. Question is, minya bebre so hu mi ano me hu answer no. Say on worry ye no I say yibi no. Jonjonjo na go worry why kaba. I worry there me there I'll keep on saying say mema yesi so no. Obekwa akopem. No pema, the realization is also who say you need to settle.
Yeah.
Settling doesn't mean that obaba kuntino obeye. It means you are ready for family. Someone would that, then you are ready for procreation. Ebwa. And insurance wa worry mu. Ano na just wa kushema ansu unya hu dia won chen dia obe say yeah, how keke. Ba onya kushemu a ubon se bibia be koto ten. Ti aware de ye.
Yeah.
And I mefa konya iso adawase. One of the big boys one of our godfathers say nim say tonsa frewa bibia wo bia obeba. Nim say na last minute there. Ba ojine mu ma na fe serious. Yeah.
Na gaba kro we. Dumelo tentero.
Honorable that's what that. Honorable Eduma Rough.
I mean, you know me who know.
Is here the bed Denny? Say na bed then we na double.
Unia.
Is that the?
I'm so sorry.
You be huni biya running nam. Be yeah. I mean, we are all happy for him and all that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know you're in town for this movie premiere.
Great.
A Kiss Too Late.
No. Just say, Enfiano are you late? Udibet Enfiano are you late?
I don't know a saying.
Okay, so and only a title like that movie no. Na emu asetre no bebre na obenya no movie ni mu na me boss synopsis kakra. Was papa empre bebre no ya sitting mu with courtship and life and living it, especially when it comes to the young adults now. News ya dear bebre wom ti bebre na tena bomu a they don't know the other factors a bit me aba test say omo relationship ni be gina a bit me akwa aware mu a. And one of the factors in America, two factors, me say about relationship mu a iska bit me abe testimony enu ahwe. So when e be gina and other factors no and my friend external factors and no so your ba na bones and sugar daddy be trinity apie or tata but papa nim dia ba sisia no sugar mummies no omo hu say omo hu say sugar daddy no ko tisi omo ko sa na no omo ketiri tisia sugar mummy association ukwanhia so ko ofa awonjo lie
omo association
hello papa omo is here no matter say mo tiasi krom young boys no omo hwe boys ni brutal to who young boy na who de ekonye nu agika ketu bi na I know and sugar mama is no omo say sugar daddies no sugar daddies in there to akọ higher as a chairman whole self contained cause ono no go tell you better no
okay
na no de bia o so sakate no but sugar mama is one year onzo omo no and normal be menopause no so it's more about upkeeping relationship obi on any bebo and then
keeping the company.
Yes. And no. Then you shower praises on them. No man who say, oh, omu nyini but still who offend wo. And
no share jadi go you process ko ye.
O do dey go ye. What just say? Mami wa woni man na die gumba still. Hey boy say bro. It's papa no na share movie mu a obehunu. So this bit me name a girl wo movie ni mu. Ah yan ware ya obrani twa ye chimprin but then ye dey anyedin afem. And external factors ibaye obani nyane de nsumi nyame de. So how did we deal around it to still keep the relationship?
Obani nyane de so sen
obani sugar daddy bi be pochi no
and also
nam so me na mo na sugar mami bi etetu me so
yeah critical
I very critical so first no yanka wo ba ne de anya tetu am ne minim ze definitely wo ye oba ho efe nko an de
o ba hit on you
o me hit but this time round na me try man for ni say boys no
that's what hit
this year sugar mom is hit omo to hu kapopi out mu say kile me no na na rego be ni yi mini pe bi your friend yi
that's what the galam say
nana bafo onu kro onim sugar mom is
gala
otu gala this year there wo pa think say boy boys no so cause say me boy ma betimi aboa ma
say mom is no so aggressive be say
omo no
that's wetin my boy crowd the people
ni na nda form no sugar daddy that's a video be see papa pedi bu bia watie si SS school bia
also turn hostel
often was the fee man no go watete man no no say edwuma ni na o de hu adimo e wo so hu say so we wo
so all in all no as couples per the movie no then I'll be to my year to avoid both parties doing what you're saying.
I think say ye no ye di kan yin crying. Accra. I mean, we just premiered there before we moved to other regions. And I think the key elements, educational bits I got from the movie, I be brinashe they could attest to it, is honesty.
Okay.
Honesty and trust. One of this, they go hand in hand. Trust and honesty goes hand in hand. And with that, when you have that with your partner, I can tell you the baddest thing I've even done. But because I trust you in it to know, say, ebia one for this reason, a bit me propel, more relationship, but that trust bit, it can be broken if you don't tell the truth.
But is it advisable to also tell your past to your partner?
Well, the past itself is to caution you, first of all, and lay down certain things for trust and honesty to build with your new partner. Mem pese obekwa kwoti wo baby abra men country o. And when bansa me became be na it becomes a sad story. I'm reporting what already you've heard. But then kamia me kan committee me coven in a way I be clean now. Ti no no kwatakura na emme how.
I say we also out to say when in your house you die. It's like, you know,
that's why it remains in the past. Your present is different. Your future is how you make your present work. And how you make your present work is to be honest in your past.
Now, what is now you're crawling for? So you always do.
I already was a sacra, cacra. Why is it being there and go bizarre? What do you promote if you was here? Maybe have it. On one was you.
So, how are you going to deal with? Do you have to initiate it or see also can or ignore it?
Also, the other principle of building a trust is to show remorse. So when who are dear be home, inti say, Papa, my baby are founder. Na me se masatra. Na me buy na o founder ona fe hu charger. When be no baby sa. O baby sa me akos metimi we are founder. Charger kra de me bo me ni kra beko. Ba ansa na me beba me di kan kire o say papa ma sesa. Sisi akra de me main phone, me ben charger.
Yeah.
Sisi akra de laptop pen na mepe. Ti no say ne se me ba because ma ka kire wa ma show remorse actually say I'm not no more into this phone and any there. I'm now a little I bridge gap of the trust. Na make so one shows from beginning. Now things say you can look out. I mean, away with that and then cross over. You still come back to it. To know trust and you need to first of all show remorseness and then build a different foundation. That's what will help you.
It says also afefedena does
Too much.
Temptations also does.
Temptations no one.
Was afefede or hard also. Temptations or as does.
As all could have a temptation boom there.
Trouble.
Papa wo I think say e kauna ema ye nipa. Matias here. And as humans, we know and you know, even God knows, the creator of us knows we are not perfect. Inti no and found say why ye bibi da afi na obenu. Unu hu we crowd to misaye. Cause ye nipa infonso de ebataye ho. But then to do it and get to know say we na me ye aha ha me nye biom. That's what you build from. Cause as nipa de me didi say bibi ni empire yetimi jai.
Right.
It's you the person. First of all, forgive yourself after you move on. If you don't forgive yourself, you still keep on recurring the same mistakes you've been doing.
Because they be repeated mistakes.
I drop hand papa on him. It means send a pouch. It be a detective into name certain things or they know certain keywords or car. Nipa na opa atro no ubebubu ama no
kesi bisu nyina
hwe sankrofo na wozo usuro mo.
But is it those guys who are abusive are very good at that?
I think say can traits no. Yes, I can traits no because I realize when you're abusive and a few people know about it, you need to maintain your reputation, and by doing that you need to be remorseful. And the remorseness is by showing how do you call it? It's by bringing yourself down. And bringing yourself down, first key word is to say sorry, is to apologize. To the chopa de obetimi aka nisisia no kotodwe gu form to amo no hwe am kotodwe nim na bomb black odibegu obehu abeg sisia sankrofo ne hu ene omo no when playing double la unhu am yie cause obetimi aye so sisia opia bonti obe pipa ne nisu agaje zehwe ma anye we anka mundindi sankrofo na eden so obehu
yes we die nenim
dabi and then dey oyeden.
A case too late. Baby, a premiere no. Baby, a be share online and all. With me this morning, Kalybos. Menia, na edin kokonas no ifrihin.
Edi a for the to be Richard Kwaku Owusu Asante.
Okay.
Medini na one crater mo no. Na Kalybos do so bebo mu eba yeswacho. Sadin. We JSS time. This was 1990 something okakra. Ebrena nimze menyi ba menyi. But we early 2000s no more no. And was a primary school. Mu be wie nam JSS matro mu BC ya trotro mu din mu nickname. Na da t-shirt na chi nti mu wie mu last pa na mu ahye na ti we na me ni nje nickname ho. Ti me the school na me din na no mo the friend. But then who say ya throw din ya the nickname shuffle. Obi a tro ne me pa na aka. Ti na aka last day ya mo de beko. Ti we na pon school am be fie na mo nua ma mienu. Na me tro mo tena se
Opini mami.
Abusia asema abani o ntino. De aye bia wo se menya din ansa ade a kyeresa school no me nka ho bi. Eno so enye fine. Ti tena se ne de initials bubu mu enja. Me free asantifie kwa de ja me credit ne de be frame kwaku nti kwaku ni de fie de no anom de frame na me fa ki no. Na kyesem de to.
Okay.
Na me de me se ni Masante. No so to.
Ka.
Na kyesem menya ka.
Kaso
de o repeat ya na akwa kaka enya fine. Emwa me. I'm say mo ka mo yemfa bi nka ho. Ti me nua ma me no ba ko the lady.
Okay.
Na ba ko de ya. Ti me fa no. Na fem sa fa why no from
cow.
And Kali. Ti cow no and why no be count na Kali. I'm say
I'm going back to Kali.
Na onim efie me ya be ma ba ko peti me papa edi on the frame me ovi aye boss ni ti yenya Kali no me dem say asset Kali ni ye ti ya say papa na tiem boss am say
Kali
tobo wan e bo mu boss no ni over momu ene na ye Kali boss am say afa ti na pese me ye ni unique na me ye the only boss with one s me years ba ko to twene ene no na edi abedu
so you owe them.
Oh, they be a offer. Me to ya use or home.
Wait ya.
And ya almost say, when to ya back home to Mizia and Mac.
So you grew up with both parents?
Yes. I grew up mostly with my dad because me mommy free muntem. Your last born no some complications been on the free. So my dad has been my father, my mother growing up, and he's just been fantastic.
Okay.
Ndini mba ho agro. Kra.
So you know when you na say concert no wo.
Concert ne de me hwe me na mu ze eti ebuzu ani.
O my side.
Me my side papa side. Obudi da. But my dad himself we ni pedin kakra. Ba na ne tena se cha onko no adwonso ho. O ya na that time. Ite de. Okoto one ma from me na me papa. You check the trace out to me because it's one in your befia ija boys and wa boy ni na chin ko bebo to lisa to linins you see and ways see and ways also when they are very down to earth and naturally the humor is in them. So I think I got those traits from them. Me share comic actors and I realized I just didn't need to force my character.
Okay.
I just have to play me. Because from school Nina and all that, will be on my class, chills, bemwa, konya samne, ndema, ube hume wa, today be out there. Names of talkative, they name to first train, a buff first train.
Okay, your father people you can't through the outward.
Okay, trotto was it. I will on come was it to boy or back.
I don't work as
a
because maybe me my equipment see for. So I try to try say teacher the because I listen the way. Oba the class listen what about am say that's how the me nyanka say. So I try
what can I tell us
how to so bread tea we did the and it was a double punishment.
And funny enough, those kind of people is the people you find in the creative space and the media.
Yeah.
Trust me. Because kasa we say who near drew, but then who do my war. What I say? When you have it embedded in you, no matter how or where you find yourself, it will come through one way or the other. Yeah. And one year different.
So from secondary, unya any professional acting and all that?
I'll say I had it from JSS school, yeah, because school na me pet drama and dance.
Okay.
Na me diasapa. Okay, me call one of the very good schools that were Accra. Yeah, Cheche Kule school.
Okay.
Mwana munim na Uncle George.
Uncle George.
Yeah, the school na me call. You know, so send na ni one kwala hono. It was a school to nurture talents. Yeah.
That was year when no.
Me we 2002.
Okay.
Me we JSS 2002. I mean the middle part of 1990s one in Nigeria from primary to JSS in near Diakotinemu. I mean Chicago came to our school, TikTok. I remember TikTok first video film na putting on be your audition on messa.
Oh, okay.
Messiah but girl be refinidinda ama yoga.
On a due position.
Oh no mutuzu no.
Yeah.
Was no akwala oto.
At the 2.5 million.
1 bra.
Nisa se no kra baby bibi o se yo. E dia de.
Do no. Say to yi kwan.
Ase so ni bia.
No na akoye trend e wo ho ba. Ni na me hu say ya afefe de papa. Ya afefe de bebre na live, you know, self-development, brain power to put more finances in that. Adia young found when you're the also who said debia na one day the end the budget. Complications budget and because it's not naturally supposed to be there. We push the ashaho, although a be are born naturally with that. But again, and I bet that competition with afefedia baso fufro.
Currently,
you know. It's at the ending. Now, more years so soon to know original and who fake. Nini na to crow down.
You could yourself.
That's we are bad name.
Yo, this is Kalybos live on your radio, Pure 95.7. Okay, so from school, first professional production,
my first professional production, my cousin, na series, my friend a guy, na TV series. Before the year 2014, me try my first movie, Kalybos in China.
Yeah,
great. But before then, and my year series, Yellow Cafe. Yeah, other productions there, but then it wasn't my major. Most of it, I was reserving the best part of me for me movie because that mean breakthrough movie, and that was the movie I wanted to usher myself into the film industry. Now I wouldn't be stereotyped down, say I'm just a comic actor. And I think and also boy because that's what I came out with. I needed to find a genre to belong to. And since comedy has always been part of me, it makes it easier. That's how I jumped onto the comedy skit making. But as at then, it wasn't that popular with that, shout out to Kofi Asamoah, Kofa's Media.
On the year, Gaga,
not directed yet, but then produced by Turas. Delay in your man.
To call for audition, you pick or you were handpicked.
He was begging to use us because as at then, the boys kasa skate na near I didn't need to audition for any role.
When I offered the
many offered the boys kasa.
And before, after we tell me no be shame.
Guy no Patrick the by but then say no skits.
Yeah.
So it wasn't any major production. But me try major production TV so no more show what TV3 near there. That was the guy series. And so
you don't play roaming.
Me play make yourself ne offer
oh
it be obi anam me bobo tina me offer ne Mickey no so de meko training ne makọ bobo wa bro training ayi ono so ye connection man no obi a connection man me se meko akọ bo UK cause person me bo Chelsea Na fe mi wie ya me kopie Yugoslavia team B division 1 be or the meko. Aha, so it was more of a comedy, sitcom. I had Nikki Samona Suomu. There were a lot of faces in it. Tine free honor na me de osha me home into my first movie. Ye premiere it became one of the Kalybos in China and
the wine production.
Kofas Media. Yes. Because we started with him, he started managing us through school. Then we worked together.
Only on fair production, skit na mo
na school time they need your time because you real lectures and it's something we weren't doing for any money monetization. We love to do it in a boom. I'm doing my productions or also any productions, many time no also productions so also many time so it's being back and forth now but then we have something cooking and we will unveil it very soon. I'm on for anymore.
And the year been asked no.
Early 2013 that time not even you ran after anymore. Because many unknown Kofia Samoa Peter said of a lot of the industry folks is that we're all in the same year. To me, you buy your teams and no be any brepa ye baby. So we didn't set for enough to back us okay, production. Yeah, this couple one camera near TSM. Yeah, near better story and near edited their tomb. So that's how we started, making these skits.
So you didn't really hustle to get roles in movies.
Again, I caved my own journey to come out with. I didn't go through the normal, auditioning platforms. I'm out for audition before they get to know the genre you play. People had me in their mind with the kind of acting I do. Similar roles, I was getting it easier.
Okay.
Now my cross part of it was to tell Ghanaians it's not just comic acting. But then I go through because I took a lot of courses and all that in acting to perform and perfect my act. I took a personal decision to just backstab a lot of these comic acting and air by my side to target a different genre. Which I think my first drama movie I did was Kobolo directed by Miracle.
Okay, Miracle.
Yes. Known was one of my first drama ones.
And who play Robin?
Me play taxi driver and I'm Emilia Brobe.
Okay.
And it was more of a drama role thing. The premiere was Kumasi Mall, the cinema there.
Okay.
People came to watch. Some of them came out in tears like, my name's what to me acting drama side to me soon. Na me de me ba me hu me ba besre. Na fe ba ya de me hu ya no mani agye ho pa ye drama ne mo na mu was okay. So now it was a challenge for me to put on more drama roles and other genres to do. Exactly.
Okay, some of your colleagues don't say big complaining about directors and would you say same?
It happened with me. And again, I had my best share of it from before acting into entering into acting in full time in NAFTI. I worked in the industry for so many years before enrolling at NAFTI. That was the year 2013 because many Venus films here, Juma Abdul Salam Mumuni, many Shelley Frimpong Manson. She was the person I worked a lot on a production because that's where I met my boss, John Passer. So I was understudying him. I was the camera assistant for him and all that.
Passer TV3.
Yeah, Passer TV3.
We've been him since 99.
One of the OGs.
yeah.
And the
John
people
Passer.
He's trained out of this industry.
On the policy.
Yes. The person I'm Tim Koshen, I said, he saw how I was very fast to learn, very passionate about film. Nafti the man Nafti be mu cry a set and so. Because Shelly call Nafti.
Okay.
Pastor so call Nafti. Sound guy no war Maulitofa no so call Nafti. Art director call Nafti.
Professional song.
Yes. It's jumana nafti asemba normal can normal sra one call nafti ebedoko
it's like
yeah word to be kaisa be catch be boss your pass as a be person be called nafti no sir the all person ko suya no one we suya wa ha cause I studied on the ground, I studied on the job
to go easier
into no. But I told him, say, although I've learned the practical bit of it, I want to learn the theory to know why these things are being done, the technical. So no grind or go far forms, mommy.
Oh, okay.
And I entered into NAFTI. So I'm the realm. But then before I maybe go NAFTI, I mean on set, you tried the year. Obi be jinem no acting year. Me jina camera niti operate. I'm say, adi yanke me yanka me boni see. No my ye ni say no my ye. No, nini na I was perfecting my act gradually. So me the core NAFTI muna me take a course with cinematography and then a major woman. Na fe me external course be with acting. Then no muna honey I double ball why they share skit and I see me the real me the be right industry.
Yeah,
Papa.
Adwuma in sabotage. What's she be? And I do tell you on the more.
Oh, and me just say any adwuma yape every sector you find yourself a woman. But a banis in every department has its own.
Yeah.
Cause me kinda me very active in crew work. Make crew work production no. Me nya me fair share wo baby.
True this
in 3D any day. Na hunso nyema kwantre nyema bi like edoso. Cause it's a competitive arena when it has to do with the film industry. The oye no obisu ye. And as much as uju who desire the ye no obisu sa no so beko akoka se ne de ye. Ti eba ne sa na competition bem. But then as to whether it's healthy competition na ebeboa mu mienu ana se eye or time there and no na question mark no wo ho. And I embrace competition because it's a learning field for you to evolve. To know you'll be a offense unya challenger. You don't know what or the pit you are digging, what you are saying. To competition the bois. But as to how if it's healthier and no question mark no. Tino that better dear my febia mukama. But then wouldn't be free if you know your religious background. You always depend on one person, and to me, it's always been God. Always been God from day one to day, whatever. And to na bebrena obi say a very known popular artist in Ghana, Shatawale. They be okana obonya midin bebrenti ase. Because me say I shouldn't have even started with acting. Should have been a different thing, but nyame wo botae bi ma o na sa botae no unyam for failure. I don't think you ever depart from this world. You know, I believe that my calling, I got to get into it. To say my calling there and I'm down or say he will make sure he protects me and guide me through my choices in work.
Anna Rose on so. That's what the rule idea. Mo shara no so sa na mo mo di mo concert.
Yogumo. Oh wait. Yogum.
But I don't see your competitor be out so far. The way you do your thing.
Okay. Per how you said it, the way I do my thing will have to do with my branding and the told me also. Because Misuya Hua Adie Kakra, Namdi Hun say to become a niche in your industry, you need to have a particular emblem on you, as a particular brand on you. Tina meshasi na mesheche bebre.
Yeah.
Enyane pese meshe tina na meshe. I walked a certain way. I talked a certain way. I picked my role models from people who were great in this comic industry. Tiachani say me for free Charlie Chaplin ho.
Okay.
Exactly. And on me share in the era no. In the era they started comedy no. There wasn't even sound. Sound hasn't been developed by then.
Oh yeah.
It was in the pinhole camera days. They shoot 8 frames per second. And yes, all 90 giddy. But because there weren't a lot of frames developed by then, internet just 8 frames into a yeah. And I realized his emblem or his brand was the hat. And Exactly. But although, as at that time in the English era, to wear a hat is a gentleman status. To have a hat on and you have your lapel dress, suit, a gentleman status. It's, me fa channel to become one of my emblems.
Okay.
And me fa ura Mr. Bean. Another. Although the sound era was developed, there was sound and visual. All mekasa. Tinenim kura or dibejina waye nyama ma obema wasre. So I picked certain things of it, and then I added the Nantier style to blend all of it. I know I'm the KV as my brand for myself. Unless you do my brand and do a better version of it, that's when I think I'll have a competitor. But if there's no one coming close to the kind of brand I niched for myself, I always find myself unique.
So when you get a script, what do you look out for?
First of all, I read it as a storybook, just to enjoy the story of it. Me reading then now I come back to the second reading. Now me role nashim. Me role as in character me play woman. Me reading na me share me roles in the say nenefa. And then I'll have a conversation with the director. There are most scripts me reading and me role na mfa. And I saw some role and storyline is ebra. So most scripts I turn down because of such things.
Okay.
Because I know say if me do a better challenge, this
is not the character we know.
That's it.
Because of the image and the
exactly. Okay. So if you're doing a comic character, you have me in mind to. I always say that's what make comedians unique. Because I always say you can't write a comic story for a comedian. Because on the niche, the amount the back on your best comedian. What you say? So it always have to be in a tete-a-tete affairs. When I get a comic role like that, I try to have conversations with the director. To me, reading Nana may jot a point to be on how maybe it could have gone better. And I'm a film person. I'm a creative director.
We're on the same page.
Exactly.
The same understanding.
When we level on the same page, and no so na it comes out as a beautiful movie like this very movie yebe premiere no it makes it easier. But directors
they feel offended kind of.
They feel offended. But the way I'll approach you with you, I'll let you know my background of it. My true stories. I direct movies as well. I direct other things. Per my background on what I know, it will make you easier to. But there are some they feel like
a boss.
I'll give you boss and no credit me. Boss and me. I want to remain as the actor itself.
Okay.
But let's together merge and make a beautiful movie. Remember say my story. Remember no man say one man so no say. No mama will be a bit me na act because I wouldn't see myself playing
if you don't listen to me then. Okay.
And some of them is by I want to take the accolade on let me be the actor I have to be, but then let's have a good movie. And I dream soon you share ideas, that's what brings out a masterpiece.
After liking the story, what next?
After liking the story.
Example, a kiss too late.
Too late, yes.
What kind of story? Okay, a bit me add 1 or 2, a bit more to a crash. So what next?
So after and funny enough, after Minya a kiss too late, I read it and everything was just in line with how I would want it to go.
Wow.
Easy. Now I was willing for us to work. Now as a crew person myself, technicalities would be my next challenge.
Production team.
Camera you're using, sound type, lighting, who you're using, the DOP, the whoever. Concern back. And now we had a pre-production meeting, which baby they
don't.
We are. That's where you get to know the crew, you get to know some of the cast, read the stories, learn the location, get to know film and Gasano. That's why to have a cinema movie, you should know there's a lot of work that's gone into it. There are points on shoot once. which you can find a lot of them on the YouTube, it's fine. But when you're trying to cross borders, you do this due diligence to get to know the fundamentals of what you are getting into. Man is easy. And you have no drew setting because use location way sound way on yamba more a young BBA or pre-production state and you know. After reading the scripts, I met with the director. We had a pre-production meeting, and it was all in line till we got on the set. After the set, and also you're different because the watro no different from who could do sets. Now who trust and area time. After who could do an issue to area and a dream you still have to shoot. So we've booked the place, and that's when a listening director comes in. So kudos to Prince Fad. He came with us today. He's the director of the movie. He's someone I've worked with on an advert before, NLA advert. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he called me onto the bench. I perfect cuts because it was one thing I do with editing to trim and cut things out. So we had a perfect, and I knew how he was listening and to know when I got to know he was the project behind, and I realized this is someone we can work with. That's when my creativity comes in. I'm a creative person. So when I get someone who listens and cause the me who no so now the who no fabra means to the me who ye meji aseni who no we go. That's what I got in the production. So I was in 100% from day one to be finished, and that's why we have a beautiful story to tell.
Is it some executive producers or directors don't realize that even the best actor in front of a new crew can be tense from the beginning?
Yeah.
So they don't value pre-production.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
We are wine.
Exactly.
Kakra. You're not cool with them.
Just especially with the actors.
Yeah.
Unlike me, I have Michelle Naminimo. I want us to have a level ground. Yes. Me whom say where Kalybos into no. What to walk around? I want that level grounds. And I can't say that for everybody. Reason why pre-production is key. Even with the crew members and a big crew who are then it brings that synergy. So when you have that fundamental on ground, same way with the actors. We bring in who are oh hi, I'm this and nothing no master build it. Timuko drew set and also certain situation now nanka will say bad time action no about that makati free ho you move on with whatever you have to do.
And some of them too, because some of these executive producers go for facility a loan to finance their production. So sometimes because of timing they don't make time for previews before the movie comes out. To be able to say continue to be subtitling mistakes be you know
minimum the I mean luckily with us from the pre-production meaning so all these things will be cut out because there was a previewing which we had the cinema heads for the Warhol invites were sent to the National Film Authority because those are the people who give the censorship for all the movies and all that. So you have all these experts and some filmmakers as well. So when you watch and you have a green light from that side, you okay,
good to go,
good cry. But then when they show certain concerns, so that gives you your checks to go back to your drawing board and correct these things before the entire public sees. When in a procedures what film filmmakers should learn how to do these things. Again, I drink any nipa good for trim. Me, I like to learn on say too much. To no be ya the enament ya may din ya she. Later my brain may be some questions. What was that? That's how you learn and you evolve in life. Simple.
You're live on PO 95.7 Kalybos. A movie di Hong Kong a kiss too late. Enfianoa.
Ache ana.
Royalties. Actors, actresses. Momo side, how do you get your royalties? So which movie you to your career? That's it.
Unfortunately, that's what the system says for us. Bibi Mumbai, yeah, Ghana. It's something our godfather so more mudidi anymore, but Oma Kuhua Bisine. And I think when issues like this, it should go through the legislative, body for a proper, censored, governing rule should be done about it. And say, ultimate movie. Nipa ba ko paint me imagine make royalties. Ye beti yes abe kwakoda. What are the brand wo ho? Nti no say say brada ho. Ti say embra wo so tua enfanse road worthy. Na fe a expire na untua ya. Ye chewa omo wo ho kwan se ye bebo. Ti sam bra no unya set ya. Eye kasa ni dede a ye be ye keke. Because our intellectual properties are being used. When him kra with obi a wo twa selfie, abrochen kra de enhu kra kwa. Wo twa selfie wa bonten na obi enhu na obegina mu na original selfie no aposti no enhu a obetimi see you big time. Because any intellectual property you didn't seek any consent from the person. Into no young actors and treasure actors into no because per whatever it is, if we have contracts binding to certain niyama utimuze, you are paying me for my craft in the production. Me na to show it somewhere else should be a different contract altogether. Yeah. But when in new homes but then we have it all in good faith. Say okay, so in the way we or say or the premiere to baby now looking forward. The future years, these are other years with different things with my image. What you're saying, it has to come with something that can appeal or give a token to whoever the face you are using to promote these things are. But again, the rules are not there. The government haven't passed any law with these things. The banana just kasana ni asa betanase.
Any from Asokana. Any from the judges can be about that side of apart from also really a gamble.
Yes.
What do you know?
We have the creative arts industry. Asok no so wo I mean producers association. Ghana Film Guild for Nana.
I know ho. The na ida so Christopher the na dia. So Christopher na Asok.
Not that soccer no.
Anyway, I need to cross check.
I mean, past government, But whatever it is, I belong to the Ghana Film Guild, the Ghana Film, the Ghana Screen.
Because I take it too long.
Yeah, can't want some.
Because some movie I'm okay. Fine, they've paid you. Your premiere. In the next 4 years, so I think but after 4 years, still moving on.
Exactly.
Already the home.
Exactly.
That time maybe also retire, but your image will be the home.
And no one am making because all these pink sheets and all that and all call Hollywood, Abrochimemu, Nollywood, Bollywood, Krana. And what is something they do, and this thing has to be governed by law. And this law in America wants them say we don't have such law.
You push Parliament to do that now. You pay. So John Dumelo.
Yeah.
So Parliament, I think we can use him to push this agenda. Because you have to pass a law.
On a bit on itself, I wouldn't fund him so much for that because although he started as an actor, a creative person, but we all attest to the fact that he didn't go into Parliament as a creative person.
No,
he
but
went
our background,
yes,
to the unfronting my
background is Zanga MP. Also, a background in finance near you. Tiankade no uncle financial for no.
Would there be I can say on the lobbying when it comes to Parliament, lobbying is so baby free bay. You say we jump and walk show. So we need say ben okay, my main PMP win count 1 PMP count
now fair
for this ally, legislative instrument.
So only say ubet me down but you can't fault him so one
yeah.
But then no say no. There are people put in place with the creative arts, with the tourism, which omuni now they know all these things.
Ministry, no?
Yes.
But they need Parliament to approve certain things.
Exactly. So I'm fan ba saying free on department or anko Parliament.
Is it creative handed down? Creative Ministry.
Creative Ministry.
Of
I think the minister Katrina Foko.
Oh, that's only old. Only old government.
Hey, Mr. Katrina. Where Gifag Bomozi.
Okay.
Yes, for the tourism. Yes. And then the creative arts, there's one lady and Abeku Santana. I mean, Abeku is also one of
tourism.
Creative arts and tourism. They are all under one department. So then again, just the names we know, but then there are other creatives. This topic, I understand where you're coming from. Actually, it looks like almost initiative na standstill.
Is it because they don't convince the top enough for them to?
It shouldn't be a media platform of we have to convince you for. If you don't know the essence of it, Nigeria break out with a very bad representative synergy on them, which was hindering their creative industry. Talking about music, talking about movie. On the movie side, then it was all about Indronsem, Yebekumu, Isakaba, Juju. And it was a mandatory effort by the government to put in money to change that narrative. Say let's tell the beauty part of Nigeria. And that's what they did. We can turn things around. See, an FBI, a warm wanted list this week. Let's turn things around. Because you see, an Nigeria for no media on home.
Oh, it's almost
FBI and some over Nigeria, but then on Ghana. Omedia on home, so Nigeria now the carry last. The BB here, you be your kind in there, So this narrative coming into Ghana now, they are not even paying attention to Nigeria when it comes to fraudulent activities and all that. It's because of their creative industry. Almost a narrative, when you are told the amount the government push into the informal movie sector, for instance, just Lagos itself, it has over 42 cinemas.
A lot.
Yes. And Lagos is, they consider Lagos as a state. They consider it as an island because Lagos is in so. But see the number of cinemas they have there. And of course, they are the most populated in the world. Just Lagos population cries almost amounting to the entire population of Ghana. What I said, Lagos totality is about 828 million.
That's a lot.
Nigeria. It's Lagos and Ghana in terms of numbers. So when they do things, the numbers is rest assured. What are we doing until we change the dynamics and we change the fundamentals of, and until we put important or real attention into our creative arts industry and be higher more until you're relaxing. So higher near who say, remember say there's a lot of cyber criminal activities going on. There's a lot of, crime cases going on. We will know that, what will be the medium to change the narrative of the outside people? Through our media, through our films, through our music.
I said no use of Dazini or Bramo.
Thank you. I know you're 10 times so papa.
But say no skate rama. Now, how often do you even shoot a movie? How often do you get time to shoot a movie?
We do because the platforms of it streaming only different channel of putting it to the public. You turn to TV, and now the only subsidized channel producers will get money from, can get money from is the digital platforms, which is the DSTV. I recently shot a series before coming to Kumasi, which is being produced by Aquaba Magic DSTV. Okay. What I say, with them, they have a budget to go into this.
How many so create film village or Eastern region where we
good. It's almost saying they know the target of where they want to come up with the African content, which is the Ghanaian content. So almost crazy bibisa. What I say. So what is the Ghanaian, corporation of television doing, or even the film industry doing?
Doesn't make sense. Ghana for also you be villages ever fast on no theater now.
They be amoka, amfo theater, amfo then they be amoka. These theaters may come back and do fast cinema side, You know, so for a director or a movie producer in Nigeria, or your movie no premiere or Lagos Spa, or you okay. He doesn't need to go anywhere. Baha, Wamba cinema, Accra cinema no so alata for dia silver bed. Obeko ya try to ogboyi 50-50. Or no one be trusting any one helping marketing one ye bibia, but then also 50%. Unia semka cause biom no bekwa kwosho. We need any other cinema.
Accra, so we have Accra Mall and West Hills.
West Hills. That's for the yes, silver bed for no.
And Kumasi Golden Eagle.
Golden Eagle and then Royal View SG
Mall. Yeah,
way no.
The idea about Kwa may plead with the government. The president John Mahama. Using any entertainment. Me minim kophobia was sort them out even when they were in opposition. One-on-one now, papa. It means that any war a creative industry no. Before member power, only creative connect African. Oh, no come could escaping me kakra. Resoma Beku. Sadiq Munina baby.
Yeah.
So I'm just praying. Say theaters now can want some. I don't know how they're going to do it. Banka even every region be a crowd theater back on a box officer.
I dear way near dear bed in some way. If you are to ask me. And first of all, it's not just going to boost the film culture or the film industry in Ghana. It's going to bring revenue to more and more the stakeholders, which if you're in government, it's going to bring revenue to more governments, you know.
Yeah.
So don't think that you are putting money in it and they are not going to get money. Of course, it's a theater. You have a percentage to run it and get your money. That's when you get to. I don't see why we have 16 regions now. We can't have a common theater in every region. And these theaters will be multi-purpose theaters. And not just an EP. You can have occasions events there, which you'll be generating revenue. You'll be employing people too. So you're also kind of, saving off the unemployment scale. It's just that there's nothing of attention being set on our creative industry. Of course, they know the number or the voices we have as creatives. The proposal so first call of action. The budget to do all these things will not even be like a pinch of the national budget they'll lay down. But still, I don't understand.
This is HammerTime, you're live on radio, PO 95.7. Kalybos, Anna, Minena, Echuchin Komono. And many colleagues are by in a movie, characters.
Yes, many Loretta Ej, one of the phenomenon actress. Bred from Kumasi, Mekanesana, why enter into the movie industry scene. You've seen a lot of movies of her in Accra as well. She's doing amazingly well. She co-starred in it. Sabaina Jifa, she also played one of the important roles in the movie. She's an upcoming actress. She's one of the influential people. When you go on TikTok, you see her a lot. Yes, she's an entrepreneur as well. And a couple of others as well in the movies, which I enjoyed that bit because you get to see fresh faces and new talents that you ask yourself, have they been in the industry for a long time or they are now coming in? These are people who understand movie and you understand the storyline as well.
Okay, so let's go to endorsements. So far, when it comes to endorsements, what did you cry fine?
Oh, nyamiadom ashim because senen kwani ya detna ya dia nkabra ya abubu ya bikura de besi because I believe the bigger chunk of money to make is from deals, which no actor, no musician, artist who says it's per their work value of money they get. They've made all wealth that they have. It's about the companies. It's about the brands. Those are the people who have the money and they can tap into it. Because I quite remember after Kalybos in China, I bagged my first biggest brand ambassadorial deal with Airtel, which is signing for 2 years. We almost renew year.
Right.
After that, I've had it with Access Bank, Gandu Cosmetics, estates, name them, a lot of them, which those are the people who brought in the money to make worth. Yeah.
Yeah, my first job with you was with Gandu.
Yes, exactly.
That was
beautiful production. Beautiful
was 2 years ago, right?
Yes. Hey, I've beautiful production.
Hey, I see Hammer.
Yeah,
bro. Okay. Thanks for joining me. Join me same time next week for another exciting edition of Hammer Time.